I'm glad you touched on COVID, and Jarden, I'm going to ask you this because the championships were meant to take place in Kazan, Russia, but was delayed then because of the tension. Firstly, COVID-19 was an issue; they delayed it a bit, and then the tension between Russia and Ukraine came to a fore. Nobody knew who was going to host this event. How much did that affect you? Because, I mean, you're preparing for something, you don't know if it's going to go ahead or not.
Yeah.
How do you stay informed, and what is your mental state at that moment in time?
Well, I was pretty upset because I was looking forward to it, but my coach told me just to keep going, and then this one in Peru popped up. So then we started working towards that, and yeah, things turned out very well.
How much time did you have to prepare leading up to Lima, Peru?
I think 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. Was that more than enough time?
No, I think I needed more, just a little bit more.
I mean, so 2 months, I mean, you think if it's 8 weeks, it's a long time, plus there's still travel involved as well. You're trying to stay as healthy as possible, eating as healthy as possible. What could go wrong in that moment in time?
I mean, just not lack of training, but if we could have did more, maybe endurance or back-end things, I think it could have helped a lot.
This experience, how has it changed your swimming career going forward?
I think it changed everything. I feel more hungry. I really want to do way better than I do now. And yeah.
For yourself, Ken, I mean, there's a lot to look forward to, I guess, at 17 years of age. Like we mentioned, Commonwealth Games, there's Olympics, there's World Championships, and also going to some of the World Cups as well, which is quite rife with swimmers from South Africa going overseas to compete there. So what are you looking forward to do in the rest of your career?
Obviously, the end goal is to try to be the Olympic champion, but that's a long-term goal. So I think right now I'm working towards the Senior World Championships next year, because I'm not that far off of qualifying. I've already got a B qualifying time. So I just need to try and ensure that I can get the A qualifying time.
Let's talk about transformation in swimming in South Africa. And there's not many swimmers of colour coming through the system. You making headway coming through. And I'm sure there are a couple of others out there. But what has been done from the Federation's point of view and from what you've seen around you in order to make transformation a whole lot better for swimmers coming from disadvantaged backgrounds and going into the sport that can compete in the international scene?
I think Swimming South Africa helped a ton, and I would also like to motivate and inspire people with colour to to show that swimming isn't just for just white people, also for people of colour.
And there's a lot. I mean, if you look down at the coastal regions, there's Cape Town, there's Port Elizabeth, there's Durban, where swimmers of colour are coming through the system at the moment. Do you think they're getting lost in the system, or do you think there's still good clubs down in these areas in order to see swimmers of colour coming through?
Yeah, I think there is. I think that there's been a lot of people popping up lately, and which is pretty good.
Ken, developments in the sport. I mean, swimming we've seen some fantastic performances from swimmers and from South Africa. But the problem is we don't see them coming in any droves. I mean, Tatiana Schoenmark at the moment is one name that pops up to mind that we've seen performing on the international stage. How do you think we're going to compete against the likes of Canada, the Australians, the Americans in getting those medals? Are we a long way off going up against those super nations when it comes to swimming?
I think so, yeah, because if you think about the facilities that they have, especially university-wise, swimming in the US is big. And they have literally everything that they could ever want there. And we are still a bit behind, but I think South Africans, we're more hungry. We wanted more because it feels like more of an achievement when we coming from, we would say, more underdeveloped than they are. And then if we do better than them, it just shows that we work harder, we train harder, and we just wanted more in the end.
Are you looking to maybe move that direction, probably swim in the USA and get into the system over there in order to perform at a higher level?
I haven't really thought about it too much. I mean, it's always a possibility. My coach says you must always keep all doors open. But I think right now I'm leaning towards staying here because I'm doing really well with my coach. And my mindset right now is, why change what's working? Because I could go there and it might not work out for me, and then what happens to me?
Tell us a bit more about your coach. Who is your coach, and how have you come to work with him?
My coach is Wade Marshall. He trains a club called Boksburg Aquatic Saints. I've been with him my whole life. I remember when I first started when I was 9, he didn't want to give me a tryout, and my mom kept bugging him for like 3 months until he eventually let me in his club. And ever since then we've had like a really, really good relationship. He's like another father to me. We're so close. I tell him some things I wouldn't even tell my parents. And it's such an amazing relationship.
It is a very important relationship between coach and swimmer.
Yeah.
How has he helped you in terms of your development so far? Is he, do you see incremental increases and better your times all the time?
Yeah, every time I step into the pool, I feel like I'm stronger. The training block that we've done is better. I feel like I can do better every time I step in the pool.
Tell us a bit more about your support structure behind the scenes, because it's, like we said, very important. So who's looking after you in terms of your coaching, and how's the family support also helped you in guiding you in your career so far?
My coach's name is Richard Lill. He's been training me for like, I think 3-4 years now. And yeah, it's been going really well. And my parents are my biggest supporters, taking me to every morning training, every afternoon session, every gym session on weekends or whatever. So yeah, I really appreciate them.
I didn't get to ask you, are you looking to maybe moving to the collegiate system over in the United States of America to perform better?
I'd like to do like camps there just to see what it's like, and then come back and then train, and then just go all over the world with swimming.
You think our facilities are up to scratch compared to overseas?
No, I don't think, not a chance.
Yeah. A lot more can be done.
Yeah, a lot more can be done.
And obviously training in the winter, it's their summer, and that's when the main season takes place. Do you find it a bit difficult?
Yeah, it is very difficult. They have indoor facilities, best top of the range, and we have outdoor pool.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for it, but it gets chilly.
In looking at next year, what's in line for you? 2023 is not too far away. We're in September already. We must be counting down the months towards the next major competition. What is in line for you?
I think Commonwealth Juniors.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to be aiming towards.
And yourself, Ken?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's looking pretty good so far.
I think so, but there's still a lot more work that can be done.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Sport Arena this afternoon. We wish you the best of luck with your careers, and we'll be definitely keeping a close eye on how you forge your way in the swimming pool. Congratulations once again on your silver medal in Peru, Lima, Peru, and getting that. And thank you for joining us again here on Sport Arena.
Thank you very much.
That is Kian Keelock, as well as Jarden Eaton, who joined us here in the set this afternoon, telling us about their experience from the FINA Junior World Swimming Championships that took place earlier this month in Lima, Peru, and what an experience it was for them, coming home with a silver medal in the medley relay. And we wish them the best of luck, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on their careers. Well, after the break, we've got so much more coming your way as we turn our attention to football.